All right. We'll start this up now. A little bit early, but that's fine. Get this Sierra theme. All right. So we are at the start of day 3 now. So I don't know how many days are in this game, but it seems like we still have a lot to do. So, so here's day 3. We started day 3. We came out, we did our morning stuff. So let's read the newspaper first.
Times Picayune, dated June 20, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
All right. Now what?
Hey, kids.
Huh?
Bruno.
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
Gee, is today the day that hell freezes over?
One needn't be rude.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they're interrogating a suspect this morning and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Any
Do you
more
have
messages?
more messages for me?
That man from Germany called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours. I took down his number. If you change your mind and want to give him a call back, just ask me for it.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure. I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
Okay. I think that's all I can do.
Do you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you. Here's that phone number.
Okay, I got the
Thanks.
phone number. I don't remember what I was supposed to do. I think I want to call that. I'll probably call that phone number. That seems like a good idea. It gave me points for it, so let's call it. What's the phone number? Let's see. Where is it? Is this it? Is this it?
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
Oh, I got the white page thing. That's right. Oh, here's the phone number.
Wolfgang Ritter's phone number, written in Grace's pretty scrawl.
4909 327 or 324 3333. Okay, I'll call that. All right. Although I think I want to call the white page stuff too. So let's look at those two.
Somewhere
Well, I want to. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So I'm looking for a. Okay, so it looks like 55521280, I think, and a 55512. Wait. Who am I looking for? I think it's the Chazanevo person. See the world travel. Okay. So we're gonna call one, two.
Somewhere.
Okay. Operate. Whoops.
Hello?
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, that didn't work. That was the right person. And we heard a dog. The dog seems important. There's a phone number for a dog place here. So let's call it 555-6170.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Do you have a Madame Cazonou as a client?
Madame Kazanu? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have an address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
Alright. Now let's call the other number, which I wrote down. It's 4909-324-3333.
I'm not calling some stranger in Germany. I still don't know who this guy really is.
Okay. I guess I'm not going to call the phone number. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, let's go to the...
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
you son of... Give me back my badge. Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? Well, you borrow it again in your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square. Pushing coke? He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. You been present at the so-called voodoo ritual?
I don't know nothing. I told you.
Oh, come on now, you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go, man.
Now, you relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes, like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now, who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Now, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
By now they know I'm here. I mean, it's different when I'm supposed to come here. Well, if I can send a message. Tell them I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's frickin' useless. Take him back to detaining, would you, Tony? I tell you, times like this, I'd kill for true serve and damn the civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn. We can only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I might have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction, that's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do.
Well, that was interesting. He was clearly frightened of people for some reason.
Can I ask you about...
You're the right.
What's the status?
It sure as hell ain't going well. There's a lot of brakes being applied in different areas of the investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and they're not exactly upstanding citizens. And I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
Assuming he lasts that long. He's scared that he's gonna die. I don't think I've got anything else to say.
Gabriel would prefer...
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Have a good one.
Alright. Think... What can we do? Park's been good to me so far, but I think let's go to the university. Seems like a good place to go. Let's do that.
It looks like the lecture is just starting. Gabriel decides to record the session.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of the subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all those spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. The one tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices: animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa, and this is called being ridden. The human worshiper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god; Hezruli, the mistress of love; Papa Nebo, or Gede, the lord of death; Agwe, the spirit of water; Legba, spirit of the crossroads; and the cruelest and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction.
Ugh. Oh, I gotta get more sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called Hounfours. Their priests, Hungan or Bokors. Their priestesses, Mama Loa. In a voodoo Hounfour, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a poto mitan. The ritual circle is prepared with a bebe, a pattern of symbols.
Oh.
Each tribe's bebe is slightly different, consisting of complex symbols that identify their special Loa.
Look at that.
During ritual conclaves, initiates dance under the supervision of a Bokor and
I have
Mama
to go back
Loa,
to the park.
or head priestess.
I need to get that
The
drawing.
use of totems or animal masks and markings was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves include the ritual gourd or asson, the ritual knife
I
or
recognize that
kumbasa.
dagger.
That knife gives me the chills.
That's what I said about the one in the
ritual whip
shop.
or fouet cache. and the ritual coffin, or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the Mamaloa for specific magical rituals. The Mamaloa is the most powerful figure in any Voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. The Mamaloa is the supreme woman. She, butterflies, fireflies.
Oh.
Firelight. No, what is it? Gabriel?
What? I can't see.
Gabriel, get in.
Can't. It's too small for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel, hide.
No, no, let me out. Help.
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my God, sorry.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Greek night at the Alpha Psi Omega frat house. It looks like it. Gabriel, there's a notice for a lecture on investigative reporting techniques to be given by octogenarian Pulitzer Prize winner Laura Bo Dorian. Unfortunately, it's weeks away.
Or another game.
By that time, Gabriel will have to have learned on his own. Gabriel, need a ride to LA the last weekend.
I wouldn't go there if you...
Gabriel's...
Wait, what
Gabriel's...
was that? No, I didn't get points for it.
Like...
Greek night. Gabriel, there's a... Gabriel, need... Gabriel's... Work out of your home and make up to $2,000 a week in your spare time.
Ooh.
Call 555-6789.
6789.
I actually called them once. You sell cat food over the phone.
Oh. Okay. I need to go to the park. I need to get that drawing. I need to show it to that guy. I think that'll be useful. I remembered I had something at the park. I hope he's here. If he's not, then I guess I don't need to show it to him, or I have to do it at a later date. Alright, here we go. There he is. Talk to him. Who's this? Oh, that's me. Alright.
The artist is an able draftsman, but in...
How's it going today?
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow, this is great.
Uh-huh. Just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Ah, forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and good luck.
Alright. Here it is.
The reconstructed Veve was done for Gabriel by a technical artist.
Okay, anything going on in the park today? Oh, the guy's getting in my way. Ooh, here's something new. Let's look at it.
The booth is a colorful melange. It announces the owner as Madame Lorelei and gives prices for palm reading, $20, crystal ball gazing, $15, and...
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
Wait, what's happening? What is happening?
I'm doing the best I can. I'm looking.
Gabriel leers at the dancer, but she seems to want a more overt demonstration of his appreciation.
Does that mean I'm supposed to dance?
Move,
How do I dance? I don't know how to dance.
Not a bad idea.
Madame Lorelei winks.
Yep, she wants me.
Okay.
Thanks, boys.
Aha.
The veil belonged to the fortune teller. It's covered with shiny iridescent sequins. The veil... Gabriel examines the
look at
veil
that.
with a magnifying glass.
There's something on it.
That sequin looks a little strange. Why, it's a snake scale. There's a snake scale.
Oh, I use tweezers on it. How do I use tweezers on it? How do I use tweezers on it? Okay, I guess maybe I use tweezers on the veil.
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to remove the snake scale from the veil.
Okay, now let's magnify the scale, I guess. I mean, it's not the same.
Gabriel magnifies the scale from the fortune teller. The iridescent scale is hued olive green. It doesn't seem to match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain.
That was obvious. Okay. Let's talk to her now.
Could I ask you a few questions?
The only answers I give are given in my reading.
Could I ask you a few...
The only
Well, I give her her veil back, I guess.
I think this veil belongs to you.
Huh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates and so handsome as well.
Well,
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong. Yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous one, dark and beautiful. Ah, I see the road of your life forking. And very soon.
The blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you okay?
No. Forces.
Oh God! Beware! Beware!
What?
What is it about me lately?
Okay. That was interesting.
Gabriel doesn't want to take... Gabriel... That doesn't... Madam... Gabriel would not mind picking up a few extra bucks by using Madame Lorelei's boot. Why do that?
hot dog vendor's back. Just like left. Well. Okay, let's save. I'm gonna save. Save. Park. Dash. Day. 3. Badness. Okay. So I got my drawing. I think I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go here. I think I need to ask her about this person. He said it was my relative or
My
something.
precious boy. How wonderful of you to stop by.
Can't stay away from you, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter? Oh, no, dear.
Odd. Do you know anything about Veves?
What, dear?
Never mind. Do you know anyone?
Wolfgang Ritter? Oh, no, dear.
Odd. Do you have any idea?
Something without something, I think. My French is so rusty. I swear my mind is going.
Well, I'm not getting anything about that. That didn't work. Maybe I can ask. Maybe I can ask.
The doors.
Maybe I can ask.
Well, Gran,
Maybe I can ask Grace
All
to
right,
research
dear.
him. That might be an option. I'm gonna go to the university while I'm here. Crime scene. I think I've done everything I can do at the crime scene.
Are you a student?
no. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Can you tell me anything about this pattern?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating Veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself. Each of the symbols in the Veve represents something, a loa, a place. Where did you get this?
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You think this Veve is authentic, then?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely. But I'm, undercover. You can contact me at the St. George's bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this if you don't mind.
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I've never seen those symbols. Therefore, they're probably meaningless.
Really? Are you sure?
I am never wrong, Mr. Knight. Therefore, sure is not in my vocabulary.
Wow, he's a cocky professor, isn't he?
Is there anything you can tell me about the voodoo aspects of this photograph?
This is serious voodoo ritual. Nasty stuff.
In what way?
Let's see. I can't make out much detail from this photograph. Except for the corpse, of course. But the wound, the face, and what little I can see of the ritual paraphernalia. Reminded me of certain black voodoo practices. Very rare. I've never witnessed them myself, you understand.
Really? Interesting. Thanks.
Aha, points. Yeah. I like points. Anything else? Tweezers, blah, 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 blah. Maybe the sketchbook.
Can you tell me anything about...
No, I'm afraid.
Okay, that would be a no. I didn't think so. What's this? That's a white number. What's this?
The letter is addressed to...
Okay. Clay did that.
This is the last page of...
Okay. Now I need to talk to him.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
How rude.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel? Huh.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what Capri-Saint-Corps means?
Cabri-Saint-Corps. Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Oh, jeez.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting from a sheerly intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
Okay.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
Can you tell me anything about that veve I showed you?
I told you I would research it, Mr. Knight. When I have anything concrete, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Tell me what you mean by black voodoo.
Well, like any religion, the beliefs can tend toward positive or negative ends. Can be used for good or evil. Christianity, for example, has its doppelganger, Satanism. Anytime you attempt to set up an icon to explain evil, you invite some warped mind to worship it. The same is true of voodoo. There are those who are drawn by and desire personal power from the darker, bloodier Loa.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if that's the gods' demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loa, such as Papa Nebo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that the Loa will simply take it for themselves.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything I can get out of him. So let's leave. Leave.
I'll be going.
Goodbye.
Alright.
The door.
I hate that I have to use the open icon on doors. Alright, now where? Crime scene, I think I've done everything there. Getty Estate, I got thrown out of there. Probably nothing to do there. I could go to the residence there. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I know there's something under the porch, I guess. Drugstore? Anything I can do at the drugstore? What's this? Oh, the cemetery. Let's go here.
Hi. Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $100.
Do you know...
No, sir.
Do you know anything...
Black voodoo? Oh, no such thing, I tell you for sure.
I found out what Cabri Sans Corps means. How did you know about human sacrifice?
I never said those words, monsieur. You must have heard them from someone else.
Meh.
This is the last page of inventory. This is the first.
Do you know anything about these crosses? I think there's some kind of code.
Looks like a lot of hen tracks to me, man.
Oh, nothing there. Alright. I don't know what I'm gonna do here.
Yes? Who is it?
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic, young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just...
I can feel the evil.
Okay. Alright, that's not gonna work. See if anything has changed here. We still got
the Wright family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here.
Okay. Whoa, something's happening here.
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come by tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Okay.
Damn it.
That was interesting. Can I go that way? I probably can't. I can try though. There's a shortcut out of here. Nope. Nope. She can go that way, but not me. That's a secret exit. Okay. Man, I hate that. It's hard to exit. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to do here. That must have been the scripted event or something. Okay, now what? Now what can I do? It's down here, right? Oh no, it was this way. I think I can go down there. They really should let me go down there. Man, why is this such a pain? There we go. Alright, now let's go back to my bookshop. Maybe I can get, where's my bookshop? Here it is. I'm gonna go back here.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
Oh boy, party time.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you know anything about Veve?
I told you, I can't...
No, you didn't. I never asked you about it.
Do you know...
Black voodoo? Now, what are you getting yourself into?
Nothing you need to know about. Do you?
I know there are dark forms of any major religion. Where there's a yin, there's a yang.
Speaking of yin and yang...
But no, I don't know anything really about voodoo, dark or otherwise.
I thought you were doing research.
Could you do...
Sure, what?
I have a pattern I need you to research.
Oh, cool.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Ugh. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want. But check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Do you have
Nope.
I still don't think I have enough information to call that phone number. I want to, but I don't think I have info. I'll try it again.
I'm not calling some...
Still don't have enough info.
Gabriel, mind his...
Well, I feel like I definitely need to call that number.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Okay. Now what?
Please select a destination icon.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
So ask him about a few things.
Could I ask you some...
Of course.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I believe they have something to do with Haitian voodoo, but that is not really my area.
Are you sure you...
Quite sure.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
That sort of viewpoint makes my work very difficult, Mr. Knight.
I'm not implying that all voodoo is evil, but there are certain practitioners that use voodoo towards a darker end, aren't there?
No one that I am familiar with. If there are one or two ignorant believers, that is none of my concern. And I do not care to promote a Hollywood interpretation of voodoo by discussing it.
Okay. I guess if we want to be difficult.
You're sure you haven't...
I am
Okay. I guess I can't do anything here either.
The doorway is already...
Okay, I will just walk out it. You couldn't just give it to me. You couldn't just
Goodbye,
give it
Dr.
to me,
John.
game.
good.
What to do there? Been to the drugstore, been to my shop. Let's go here. See what we get. Can I go in here? Oh, I can. Cool. What is this room?
This small nook must be used as a ready room for the parish priest. It's small, cool, and has a faintly institutional feel. Gabriel cannot see himself wearing a...
I can't resist black.
Okay.
Nothing. Gabriel doesn't... Nothing on that. Nothing on...
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Ah, you're dressed like a priest now. Okay. How is that gonna help me? How is dressing like a priest helpful?
That doesn't seem to...
I'm gonna go this way. Exit. Hmm. I don't know what to do. Hey, she's back. See if she can
Gabriel should get her attention.
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Stay away from Maria Getty, or you shall pay with your life.
What?
What the hell is going on?
What the F? What was that? Holy butts. Okay. That was creepy as hell. Okay. That was weird. Did I ask her about the symbol? I can't remember if I did. We'll talk to her about Veve and...
Gabriel.
Hello.
Please, be seated.
Does this mean anything to you?
These are magic symbols. Deep magic.
Really? Have you seen them before?
No?
Then how do you know they're magic symbols?
Seeker, my eyes are unveiled to see truly that which is in front of me.
Uh-huh. Thanks. Tons. Can you tell me anything more about this code?
More.
I gave you my translation. If it doesn't make sense, it's not my fault.
I can't remember what it was.
It's Gabriel's sketch of the series of crosses from the Laveau tomb.
Oh, there we go. DJ CON Conclave. DJ Conclave tonight. Bring FWETKASH. DJ Conclave tonight. Bring FWETKASH. Huh. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Well, I guess I'll be...
Open your mind and heart.
Gosh, I'm still not... I think I need to call that number. I really do. come back here. I
It's
think I'm
my
missing
favorite
something.
grandson.
I think I'm
How
missing
nice.
something.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Does this mean it?
That one in the middle.
Still.
Can we talk?
Of course.
Do you know anyone?
Wolfgang Ritter.
Do you have any?
Something without something, I think.
It's okay. Tell me some.
Your granddad, he...
That's not helping me. Alright. I don't know how to get info on this guy. I feel like I need to,
Well,
but I
Gran.
don't know how to do it. Alright, let's go. Here.
Yes,
I have some fine
I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm doing an off.
I told you no. This house is under the protection of the saints. Now, go away.
Well, maybe a priest. Let's be a priest.
All right, but this is private.
Alright, save. Let's save it.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father Mc...
Well, Father, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sure the bishop would never approve. You can just go get a haircut before you come calling on me again. I know my duty, Father, but a priest seeking contributions should take pains to represent the church with respect.
Okay. She doesn't like my hair, and I have hair gel.
The things I do for my art.
Alright. Now let's do it.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
I see you've taken my advice, Father. I didn't mean to be harsh, but the church is the church.
Well, when you're right, you're right.
Exactly. Come in, Father. Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sankar means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
It means goat without horns.
Oh, Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart, pure evil murder.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans, but the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Laveau, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
How do you know this?
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound four.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us.
What?
It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
What?
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless, this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
So now I have an impression of it with my
I
clay.
feel so much better now.
Nice. I think. Don't I? Yeah, I have an impression of the bracelet in my clay. Okay.
Do you mind if I...
If you...
Do you know anything?
No, Father.
What can you tell?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui! I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwick Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, Father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
Let's ask
What do you
about the
know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, Father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know. Even here in this room. But I try not to let them know about me. That's the best way.
Okay, I think that's enough info. Yeah. I'll be going now.
Gabriel does. Gabriel can.
Okay. Alright, can I just use the foot icon?
Well, madame, I must be gone.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Alright, where can I go now? Anything new in the bar? Where's the bar? Anything new here? Nope, nothing new.
Come on! Come on! I'm growing fungus already.
Shut up.
Could I ask you?
Sure.
Do you
Black voodoo? Nah. I prefer not to.
Why would he know
Do
any
you
of
know?
this?
Never heard of.
Can't do anything in here. I might be done for the day. This might be it. I might be done. I might have done everything I can do. But I need to figure out about that number. That's what I need to do. So what should I do? I know I want to get that animal mask. How do I get it? I need money. Oh, I can sell my painting. I could sell the painting. That's an option. To get $100. He said he'd buy it for 100. That's how much I need to buy that thing. I mean, I probably don't need it now.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
Oh boy, party time.
I don't think there's anything else I can do. I want to dial that number though. I'll try it again. Don't think it'll work.
I'm not calling some stranger in.
That's not working. Okay. I don't think I can call him today. Let's talk to her again.
Gabriel might.
Maybe I can end the day with a talk with her.
Got a minute? Do you have miss?
Nope.
I need to do something else. What do I need to do?
Gabriel can't lug the...
Oh, he's back.
Hey, kids.
Huh?
Bruno.
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to see if you're
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious. You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My affairs are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this. Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
I don't believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
Alright, now I can buy that mask.
I've got some things.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's go buy that mask.
Hello, Dr. John.
No, not the wrong
Glad
one.
you could.
That's not the place.
The
That's not
door-
where I want- That's not where I wanted to go. Go here. I think I can.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Come back.
Thanks a lot for nothing. Alright, let's do this. Let's come over here to the shop.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Do I have money in my inventory now?
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir.
Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you's having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
Gambling oil.
The small bottle is...
Feel like... Who's the one that loses? This one or this one? He loses every single time. Save. Pub. Day 3. It's a good place to save. I find it amusing that in this game, stuff like this works.
Gabriel has no reason to think Sam might be interested.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will ya?
Gabriel has no reason to think Sam might be interested in that voodoo oil.
Okay.
Excuse me. I hate to...
But game.
He's right.
Nothing like a good...
Yeah, well, this is...
Oh, well. Have... What do you guys do when you...
I used to be a jeweler. Marcus here was a butcher. Come to think of it, he still is. Now we just sit here. Actually, Marcus plays. I just sit here and let him win. Shut up.
You come here a lot.
Every ever-loving day of my life for 20 years.
Nothing like a good game of chess, huh?
Yeah, well, this isn't a good game. This is torture.
Oh, well. Have fun.
Yo.
Gabriel has no reason to... Gabriel...
Does this mean anything?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will ya?
So, haven't...
I'm concentrating.
Fine. All right. So, fine. All right.
Still think this will work.
That would not...
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
What can you tell me?
I'm no expert. You might want to talk to someone.
What can you tell me?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
Really? Thanks. What can you tell me?
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities, too. Been coming in here, what, 10 years now?
Don't remind me.
We're still waiting for that bestseller.
Don't hold your breath. So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day, he went up and talked to the girl, and, sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed a cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe. This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this. That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd have put in here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
Ha! There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Smutty Big Mouth.
Let's see this.
Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate.
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Hallelujah, I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
What does he do?
Can I ask you some...
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I've been stuck in...
So, how do you feel?
Couldn't be better.
So, how do you feel now?
Couldn't be better.
Can I ask you some questions now?
Look, I'd be glad to help.
Okay. Alright.
Can I ask you...
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I've been stuck.
The door is...
Lucy, I'm home.
Really?
Am I done for the day now? Probably not.
Got a minute? Do you have message?
Nope.
Man, I'm still not done for the day. What else do I need to do? Well, Sam is now willing to do something for me, so what can he do? I guess I'll just spam him. I don't think he...
See you later.
Uh-huh.
It's the only thing I can think of. He's still here. Maybe he can tell me about Sam. Let's talk to him.
Could I ask you a few quick...
Sure.
Let's see.
What can you...
That's about all.
Alright.
Does this mean me?
Not.
Does this mean...
Not.
He doesn't speak German. Wait, what is this?
The letter is addressed to Heinz Ritter.
No, okay. Alright.
The reconstruction... Declare...
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Nice.
Great.
Thanks.
Okay, that's something. That's something. Okay, that's what I do with that. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's progress. Alright. I still don't like these icons. Alright, now what?
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Well, that was the last thing I needed to do. Okay. It ended it for me. Okay. Alright, that's excellent. See what happens the next day.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would, either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. Yeah, it's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
Okay. Interesting. Is she gonna be there at the beginning of the day? I spoke to one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into the veil of tears. Into a veil of tears. Oh, she leaves. Newspaper. Alright.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something.
What is it?
I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have it your way.
Alright. I am gonna call it quits. We're on day 4 now, so that's good. So save. Start of day 4. Enter. Okay. So I'm gonna end it here, and we're going to find ourselves a good old raid target. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we're gonna raid Dryland here. So thanks for watching, everybody. We're gonna go on a raid. It was we got to day 4. We'll probably hopefully get through day 5 tomorrow. So anyway, thanks for watching, and if you haven't followed, I'd appreciate a follow, and have a good night.
Reason he was just made to be really big.